Well, opening in the engine, but I'm just warming it up. Just slow it down a minute. You just wouldn't believe how long this redneck bodge has taken. God, talk about a problem. But anyway, all I want is to get a bit of video with the engine driving this. That's all I want. Simple, eh? It's like everything else I've done recently. Oh, anyway, I've done it. And hopefully it'll stop on for a few revolutions. That's it. I've got some footage. There we are. Oh dear, the fun we've had. I've got some footage of the engine driving that going round. Righty. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to just leave it for a moment or two, so you might want to just skip this next couple of minutes or so. Right, 2 afternoons work or more, how about that? But we've done it. Well, thanks for everyone's concern. Oh, everyone's. It's quite humbling, but it's about my eye. It looks a lot worse than it is. Honestly, genuinely, it looks worse than it is. It's cosmetic. I can still see perfectly. If it had affected my sight, I would have, you know, had it seen to, but no, it'll go down in a day or two, or a week or two. You know, it's nothing. Anyway, I will just show you the scene of the crime. Oh dear. Right, what happened was, and I'll show you inside, in the safety of my house. As I say, I modified my bike. I went out for a test ride. Because I've made it work all the time, I thought, well, just for safety, I could have lent it up, but I thought, just for safety, I'll put it down. And so, I laid it down here, at the end of the passage. So I'm walking along like this, and I got to here. Well, actually, the bike was that way on, right? So I'm walking past it, tapped the back wheel with my foot, just there, about level with that, and because the blooming bike was in the way, I couldn't save myself, couldn't get my hands down, and so I had a fight with the path, and the path won. Anyway, seriously, it's nothing to worry about at all. And, well, just part of life, eh? So from the safety of my front room, I'll attempt to demonstrate what happened. Now, like I said, I modified it to be an electric bike, so it works all the time. The front wheel goes round, you see, when the back wheel moves. I can show you in a minute. I've shown you, sorry. Anyway, there is some charge in it. Now, to stop the motor going, you pull the brake. It's got switches on, so it's perfectly safe. You know, so you hold the brake and the motor doesn't work. So, switch it on, and you switch it on at the handlebars, and you press that to number 3. Oh, there isn't enough battery charging up. But anyway, when it's got to get 15 mile an hour, so I don't know if I can do it or not without turning it upside down. Yes, did you say that? Now it's working, right? So when the back wheel moves, it goes, right? Can you see? Look, when the back wheel moves, it goes. So what happened was, I'll turn it off. There, that's it, safe now. So of course, what happened was, I came in, and to stop it moving on its own, because if the back wheel happened to move a fraction like that and the sensor was on, it would clear off on its own down the passage, you see. So I laid it across where I've shown you, across the path. Then of course I went and tripped over it, which wasn't a very clever thing to do. But it's now never mind that, it's a major success. All you have to do, it's a little bit like having a motorbike in gear, but either brake works, so it's like having 2 clutches. So all you have to do is get ready to ride it with this, and get on it like this, so you're safe, and then you simply let go with that. It's not switched on, by the way, and you just move forward and off you go, you know. And if you want to stop, you just pull the brakes and it cuts the motor, you know. It's made a fabulous thing. But as I say, it wasn't that wasn't the problem. The bike wasn't the problem. It was the fact I got old and I'm not quite as sure-footed as I used to be. Not quite. So that's the bike taken care of, and me taken care of. Anyway, the story today is a lot shorter. I used to be very good with heights. Not anymore, like. Oh dear. I had to go up on the roof and point the chimney. Oh, quite a while ago now. So I got my ladder and climbed up on the flat roof and climbed up on the roof. Well, I put a bit of string, it's still up there, and I took my small bucket of cement and a trowel. Well, I was hanging onto this string and I've been struggling to do it, and that's a long while ago. I couldn't come up on the roof today, I'll tell you. But no, anyway, there was a radar mast at Skendleby, and if you go online you'll see it. It was 300 foot high anyway. In the last war, right, it was an early warning system, and it had a big radar dish on the top that was going round. When I was very young, you know, I can actually remember to see it turning. Anyway, it was on the farm where I grew up, you see, and I think I've mentioned it before. But anyway, one day we said, we'll climb it. I used to ride around with the tractor driver, you know. And it was fairly safe. It had very sturdy steel ladders. And the first 3 were open, But the next ones, when you got a little way up, it had a hoop round, just a steel hoop round your back to make you feel a bit safer. Anyway, we climbed to the top, and I was fine with it, you know, and you could see a long way, you see, right out to sea. It was marvellous. So I thought, oh, I'll go up again. And I had a telescope. I've just given it to my grandsons very recently, but it was my great-granddad's originally. So I took the telescope and went up and had a spy around with it. And that was okay. But then I decided to go again, and I was on my own. In fact, I didn't. My farm job wasn't my job. It was like on a Saturday, you know, I could do as I liked, and I was dragging the field next to it, and I've nearly finished. I thought, oh, I'll go up again and I'll put a flag on the top. Well, so I climbed up again. I was fit then, you see, on my own. And there was a very big bit of angle line at the top for the railings. And so you were quite safe on that. But in the corner, there was one of the bits that stuck up in the air. So I got my bit of rag for a flag, right? I just wanted to do it, that's all. So remember, I'm 300 foot up in the air, and I couldn't quite reach the top of this bit of angle that was in the corner. So I swarmed up it a little bit. Little bit foolhardy, I know, but I was young then. You know, and we made it. I was clinging on well, though, by the way. But I did actually get my flag on top of it. So I shinned up a bit of big angle line that was 300 foot up in the air, you know. So there's the tale of Scandalby radar station. Anyway, I hope it's entertained you a little bit today, and I'm not sure what's next, but I'm keeping myself amused, aren't I? I'm still breathing, going in and out, look, so we're alright. Right, in a bit.